Welcome to another sacred empowerment of the divine feminine. You know who it is. It's your girl, it's your boo, it's your bae, YaYa the spiritual doula, and we are back for another session. What's good, my God sisters? What's going on with you? Hope you're good, hope you're great. Look, listen, we gonna jump right in, okay? We gonna take up too much time. We're going to jump right in and see what the mother has to say to us today in this divine feminine session. I have already prayed. I've already asked the mother and the ancestors to come in and assist us in this reading to see what it is she wants to say to us, to see what she wants us to know, wants to tell us, and all of that good stuff. I've already pulled the leading energies out here, and let me tell you what I've already asked for: understanding and clarity. And this is going to be a good read. Starting right out of the gate, okay, I've already pulled the leading energies. We have mirror, we have confusion, optimism, and initiative. And this is what I hear her telling me to tell us today. She's telling me to tell us that as we begin to reflect the divinity that has been allotted to us as divine feminines, we need not to be confused that we are doing a great job. Many of us are like we always talk about, we are going through transformations, we are going through change, we are starting to reflect her as we should, we're starting to emanate her as we should. And although the world and the realities around us may have a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos going on in it right now, we are very optimistic, and she is very proud of the initiative that we are taking to do a better job at sitting on the throne that she has placed us on, right? Like, we're doing a really good job remaining optimistic despite what we see going on around us. And this is the job of the divine feminine. The job of the divine feminine is to remain optimistic and take initiative. You are the leader of the pack. Don't let nobody tell you different. You are the leader of the pack, divine feminine. Divine masculine takes order from you, instructions from you, guidance from you, nurturing from you, comfort from you. Okay. And I hear her saying that as we master reflecting this energy, and we see everything that's going on around us, it is imperative for us to remain optimistic, remain in the leadership position. Don't fold, don't buckle, don't change. Don't let nobody tell you you're acting too strong. That's what they like to tell us. You're doing too much. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is our position. This is our place. We don't play the background, contrary to popular belief. We don't play the background. This whole world is moving at the guidance of the divine feminine, at the guidance of feminine energy. Okay? Feminine energy is the foundation of everything that is. All right. So I hear her kind of giving us like a pat on the back with this mirror card, that we are reflecting her. We are taking the initiative. We are being optimistic that we can bring peace out of the confusion, whether it's peace in our individual lives, in every area, your love life, your finances, your family dynamic, your relationships of any sort, peace of mind, peace in your heart, right? As we bring peace and peace in the world. See, this is why it's so important that we don't move out of position, and that we don't set our eyes on what the world is doing, that we just emanate the mother. We just reflect her. Because it's kind of the situation where I brought you in this world, I take you out type energy. Okay, you have to stand firm. You have to stand solid, unmovable, unshakable. Okay, because those who would buck the authority, those who would buck the guidance, those who would rebel against the instructions will have no choice but to follow suit or be eliminated. It's that simple. You either follow suit or you get left behind. You either rise above as we instruct you to, or you get left behind. It's two options. You either fall in line or you get left behind. That's it. I don't know, and all these options of being lukewarm and standing on this side of the fence and got one leg on that side of the fence and yada 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 is not where it's at. All right, it ain't nothing happening right there. You will be left behind. So we have the job, she's saying, of remaining in position, remaining optimistic, remaining in the leadership position, despite what society, culture, religions have said over the generations, despite the patriarchy, despite the misogyny. Take your eyes off that. They're doing what they're doing because they don't know no better. They're saying what they're saying because they don't know no better. It's our job to set the standard and the tone. That's our sole job. Our job is not to twist their arm. Our job is not to make them beat them over the head. Our job is not to beg for them to see us. Our job is not to beg for them to respect us. Our job is not to beg for them to give us space and place and all of that. That's not it. Because your space and place has already been allotted to you. It is your job to stand firmly in that space and place. Through your initiative, through your instructions, through your guidance, through your comfort, through your nurture, through your birthing. Okay, that's how we reflect her. We don't reflect her by arguing with the little ones. We don't reflect her by arguing with the little ones. They still have some growing to do, and that's okay. Well, we're not going to go back and forth in a debate about this. Okay? I'm not going to then and prove with you about the authority that's been placed on my crown as a divine feminine, as a womb man. I'm not finna argue with you. Why should I? You wouldn't even be here without me. You understand? I mean, would you let your 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old child come in the house and just be arguing with you? No, you would not. You might let them voice their opinion. You might hear them out and give them the space to express themselves. Yes, absolutely. That comes with the comfort and the nurturing. Also comes with the guidance. If you don't hear them out, you won't know how you need to lead them. Right? But we're not going to go back and forth with this. You're not. I'm not. I'm not going to come down off my throne and try to prove anything to you. Because every time I do that, then my throne, my position is not being occupied. And the weightier matters are not being addressed. You understand? But we are doing a good job reflecting her despite the confusion that we are in. The mirror card is saying, is her saying, you're doing what you need to do to reflect her. You're doing what you need to do to attract what it is you want, despite the confusion that is going on around you. Okay? Your optimism and your initiative is in place, and she wants us to stay there. She does not want us to move. Okay, let's get some clarifiers out here. This reading could also go into a more personal aspect, so if it does, let's just follow what the mother has to say. Okay, let's just follow what she has to say. Clarify mirror, please. I've already shuffled the decks. Clarify mirror. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, right out the bag. Yes, you're manifesting. You're bringing what you want to see in your reality. into fruition. Don't be hung up on the storm, and don't be hung up on the turn, and don't be hung up, because things have to churn. They have to turn. Okay? So don't get caught up in the whirlwind of it all. Don't get caught up in the whirlpool of it all, the worldliness of it all. Just know that out of the turning, that is supposed to remain will remain. That is supposed to expand will expand. You understand? Tell us more. Tell us more with this mirror card. Yeah, oppression, your freedom. You're moving out of this oppression. Now, this could be something that you've been going through in your reality that has been holding you back or keeping you in some sort of a mental, physical, financial, uh, uh, visionary prison. You can't see your way. You don't have any aspirations and goals. You're just kind of confused on what road to take and which way to go. But look, as we reflect her, we manifest the freedom that we're looking for. We manifest the liberty that we're looking for. As we do a good job reflecting her. And to reflect her, you have to learn of her. To reflect her, you have to call upon her. You have to have an intimate relationship with the mother. And see, the aspect of the mother is something that most of us are very new to, because we grew up in a lifetime, many generations now. We've been harping on God the Father, God the Father, God the Father, yada yada yada. Okay, and the true God the Father has his place. He has his place. The Son is really what he is, right? But the mother is the source. I want to make this very clear. We know that the Godhead is both masculine and feminine. But you need to understand that the feminine is the source, the creator of all. The feminine aspect of the Godhead is the source of every other part of the Godhead. So when we are talking as divine feminines, and when I come on as divine feminines, I am coming on tapping into the source. I know about all of the other energies. I'm aware of them. I'm aware of the divine masculine. I'm aware of his role. I'm aware of my emanation of divine masculine, right? But the source, the womb, the birther, the beginning, and the end is the mother. And you have to call upon her. You have to ask her to assist you, specifically as the physical emanation of her energy being women. Okay? To assist you at reflecting her energy in the earth. As we do this, we manifest liberty, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. We manifest liberty. Okay? So it's imperative that we continue to reflect her energy in this realm, in this dimension. That we don't be moved nor swayed. Okay? That we as I look at this Ace of Pentacles, I think about it takes one anchor most of the times, maybe two, but let's talk about a small ship, not no freight liner or whatever they call. Okay, it takes one anchor to anchor the boat down. Okay, and she is that anchor, and so are you. You are the anchor. All right, not just in this reality, not just in this dimension, but in every dimension. Your energy as a divine feminine is the anchor. You are the womb that brings forth in this reality. You cannot spend any time, right? Like bickering and arguing with the masses of people who don't want to, they don't have to give you space. You command it. How do you command it? It just is. What do you mean? The space I hold as divine, divinity, and feminine, it just is. It's not even something you could take from me if you wanted to. I might relinquish it by ignoring it. I might relinquish it by not standing in position, not holding position, but you don't have the power to take it from me. And what we are doing right now is no longer relinquishing that position. And they can feel how they want to feel about it. That go for your family. That go for the people on your job. That go for your lovers, your loved ones, and whoever else, child. You can feel how you want to feel. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but you can feel how you want to feel, all right? So she's really, I feel like a pat on the back today, okay? I feel a pat on the back. That those of us who are going to listen to this session and tap into this session, she's saying good job. Because you're manifesting your freedom. And this is not just a physical, tangible freedom. This is a spiritual soul freedom. Okay? Because the divine feminine power is the creator and the vibration of evolution. So the changes you've been experiencing, is manifesting your freedom. All right? And you're doing a wonderful job at doing that. You're doing a great job at doing that. What is this confusion? Perspective. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Don't get caught up in the confusion of everybody who don't understand what the hell's going on around here. Don't get caught up in the podcast and don't get caught up in the social media clips, and don't get caught up in the bickering, the trend of the battle between man and woman, and what is this and what roles do we play. And don't get caught up in roles. Because it's basically, and I'm gonna say it very matter of factly, it's beneath you. It's like, wait, I'm way up. Like, I'm not coming down there to be arguing about no roles and what roles I play and what roles you're supposed to play. I'm not going to do that. You're going to play the role I allot for you to play. And anyone worth their honor and worth their understanding and worth who they say they are, especially if they're supposed to be all woke up and spiritually and all that, will understand. They should understand that that is the job of the divine feminine, is to give instructions and orders. This is what I need for you to do. This is what I need for you to do. And out of the honor for the energy that you hold, they should fall in line willingly. Out of love for the divine feminine. You understand? This is not boss and bully and it's like you have to have people around you who see the vision. You have to have people around you who understand that it is the job of the divine feminine to set order. Okay? So don't go down there messing around in that lower vibration of these back and forth debates and arguments and stuff and all this stuff you see. Don't succumb to any idea that there's no good none of this and there's no good none of that no more. And I'm just going to, like, don't box your divine feminine. You manifest what you need. You call to you what you need. You understand? So with this reverse hangman that had came out here with this good confusion card, that's what she's saying. Don't lose sight. Don't let the world inform you. Okay? This place in which we reside, this vibration in which we reside as divine feminines, is not up for debate. It's not up for debate. Because while I'm debating with you, you're taking time away from me, shifting the vibrations in the planet, shifting the vibrations in this dimension. You're taking time while I sit here and debate with you. See what I mean by you got to come down to have those conversations, but we're setting the standard. And again, whoever don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not about to have a conversation with you about how you don't like it. I'm really not even about to entertain that, because the fact that you don't like it lets me know you don't understand it. And if you don't understand it, then we need to have a conversation about what you don't understand, not what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? We need to have a much deeper conversation, because you don't understand how honoring this position that I hold, how it directly impacts you, right? So don't have conversations with people who don't understand, don't have the perspective that they need to have, and they want to cause confusion and stuff in your life, around you, in the world. Okay? Don't have those conversations. If you're going to have any conversations, then you can have conversations in the sense of, okay, let me give you some instructions, because clearly you're missing something. You're not understanding. And I don't care about how many crystals you tote and how much sage you burn. If you lack honor for divine femininity, you have a fundamental problem, and that needs to be addressed. But we're not going to have a debate about you not liking it. Okay? When my children ask me for something and I say no, I'm pretty sure they don't like it. That's what the children do. They don't always like mother's instructions, but her instructions are her instructions. You understand? Clarify this optimism. Well, actually, let me get one more card with this hangman, clarifying the confusion, mother, please. Two more cards. Cool. We got the Knight of Wands, and we got confusion. Yeah, a lot of confusion going on around us right now. They're confused about us being this rock star. Like this rock star is what it says at the bottom of the card with the Knight of Wands. They're confused about the passion that we're moving in. They're confused about why we're setting up boundaries and setting up standards and things we'll no longer allow, because we're coming into the knowledge that we are. Okay? We are the foundation that they stand on. So what we're not finna keep allowing you to do is act like you don't know that, or we'll turn into quicksand on you. Which one you want? You want to stand strong, or you want to sink? You understand? You want to stand strong, or you want to sink? Pick your choice. But what we're not finna do is act like we not the shit. And see, that's the confusion that's going on right now in the world. They are fighting for their life. Fighting. And they're confused about this, but we cannot be. We cannot afford to be confused. Okay? We can't afford it. You understand? We can't afford it. We can't afford to allow them to make us confused. You feel me? Spiritual warfare is bloody, like birthing is bloody. I mean, and you don't have time to be standing on the battlefield with folks shooting at you and all kind of bombs dropping and stuff, acting like you don't know what the orders are. You understand? So we don't have time to be on the battlefield conversing, then and improving, talking about, no, let me shoot the enemy. No, let me shoot the enemy. No, it's my job to shoot the enemy. No, it's my job. You're going to be dead as a doorknob standing on the battlefield arguing about whose job it is to shoot down the enemy. Don't let them do that to you. Because what they want to do is to keep you out of position. Excuse me. Because the second you get in position and stay in position, there's a change that comes about that requires for them to give you the honor and the respect that's due to you. A lot of jealous and envious energies out here right now in the matrix as it relates to divine feminine energy. All right, so let's not play crazy and act like we don't know that. We do know that, but we have to stay in position, and we cannot entertain trivial conversations, whether in our personal lives or in the world at large. We cannot continue to entertain trivial conversations about the position we hold, because newsflash, we've always held it. Even when you try to strip us of it, we always hold it. Even when you don't want to acknowledge it, we still hold it. Okay? Optimism. Clarify for me, please. Chariot in the reverse. Victory. Six of Wands in the reverse. Some of you are thinking like, what's the point? What's the use? But this optimism is something we have to maintain. Not for just our everyday lives, not for just this existence, but for what we are evolving into. They will tell you that you can't do it, it ain't going to work, you're not going to have the victory, but they are lying. Who is they? Anybody that tries to make you feel like you're not the divine feminine that you are. Any concept in the world that doesn't support divine femininity is a lie. That doesn't honor divine femininity is a lie. It's not the truth. So what they would try to do is keep us from remaining optimistic, that we will have this freedom, we will manifest this liberty, we will evolve, and we will not only evolve as individuals, but we will evolve this realm, this dimension. You must evolve. If you do not evolve under our instructions, you will be left behind. We're not having no more conversations about what nobody bring to no tables and all this foolishness. What you talking about? You sound stupid. You sound dumb. There would be no table without me. We're not having no more conversations about submission. Not arguing with you about this no more. You will politely be left behind. Every masculine and every feminine that understands will continue to rise in vibration. Every masculine and every feminine, boot-licking feminines who don't want to understand, you will be left behind. Period. So for those of us who are attaining to this higher vibration, specifically as divine feminines, we are not about to keep talking to you like we don't have enough time. Actually, the time is running out to keep having this conversation about what's expected and what's not. I'm not about to jump through hoops to prove to you that you need to respect and honor me. I'm not about to tap dance to your tune either. If you find me in my peaceful, if you find me in my chaotic, you got to honor, because she is both. She is both peaceful and she is chaotic. Who? I mean, it comes to, when you really think about it, it's like, who is to be questioning? We relinquish it. We as the we sometimes, as divine feminists, we relinquish that, but we don't have to. Nor do we have to explain. This is going. What I'm saying right now is probably not popular opinion, but again, I don't care. I don't care. Do you know what has to be sacrificed just spiritually for me to birth, for me to bring forth spiritual evolution? What I personally have to yield. So why am I finna spend any fraction of a second arguing with any unlearned, untaught, and don't want to hear nothing, don't want to listen individual, male or female, about the power and the position that's been allotted me? My job is to do a good job reflecting the mother, which means with love, with kindness, I give instructions. With love and kindness, I comfort. With love and kindness, I nurture. With love and kindness, I birth. And when you sit in a spirit of rebellion, I move into my chaos, because I have to get you out of my way now. One plus one is motherfucking two all day, right? So this optimism is going to be your weapon and your defense against anything that is trying to hold you back and cause you not to have the victory. Your knowledge of who you are and the job you have to manifest liberty, and the optimism of reaching that liberty, is your weapon of warfare against anything and anyone who would try to hold you back and rob you of that victory. You understand? Clarify initiative. Yeah. You have the page of disc. You know what I think about when I see this card? I was doing a reading for myself the other day, and I finally took a look at this card, right? And I'm gonna try to show it to you. No, this camera ain't hitting on a hill of beans. But do you see how it's called the kindergarten teacher. You see what I mean by the children? Do you see what I mean by the children? But what I also see in her face is her remembering when she used to be on the playground as a child, and how she has grown and how much she has had to learn. And I see her being pleased with the joy and the celebration and the childlike fun that they are having. But I also see her as an adult being very pleased and having fun herself, now sitting as the adult teaching. And what is she teaching them? She's teaching them the same things that someone had to teach her. Right? Like, for every teacher, some of you may listen to me, might be a teacher. You might be an actual teacher in the school system, right? And I'm pretty sure you might have moments where you're teaching your class, whatever age you teach, um, whatever class you teach, and you have like, dang, I remember when I learned this. I remember when I taught this. I remember my favorite teacher that taught me art. You might be teaching right now because of your favorite teacher who taught you and was loving and caring and enjoyed what she was doing as a teacher, right? We are the kindergarten teachers. We are the teachers. If we see something going on in our family dynamics, in our homes, with our children, with our spouses, on our jobs, I'm not saying going around, you got to be going around with a pen and pad and just always opening your mouth. You can mind your business sometimes too. But when the moment arises and you feel that unction to give instruction, to raise somebody's vibration, somebody might come on your job that's having a bad day and they might want to just talk to you about it. So you and her decide to go to lunch and she just, doing the complaining and he didn't do this and he ain't did that and da 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 da. And instead of you just going along with the gossip and the low vibrational conversation, you can use that as a teachable moment to help guide her as a younger divine feminine, to help teach her or him, right? Like there's so many moments we have as divine feminines to impart divine instructions. We have to recognize those moments and not just always respond with some low vibrational response. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to blend in and trying to, get along with folks and da 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 da. You understand? We are the teachers. The initiative that we're taking is going to cause us to oftentimes have to teach the children. And the children might be a 40-year-old funky foot man. It might be. It might be. It might be an actual child. It could be a 35-year-old female. You understand? This is not predicated by any gender or age. This is about you understanding your position in this reality. The reason why you have come and woken and awoken and stepped into your divine feminine power. It's not for you to be arguing and trying to make people hold space for you. It's for you to demand said space, command said space. And from that space, I'm going to teach you how to honor me. And if you still rebel, then I move into my chaotic. I move into my chaos. And that's not where you want me. Because again, I brought you in this world, I take you out. Again, this reading might not be popular opinion, right? Clarify the page of Pentacles, please. The Page of Wands. Yeah. And some of you are really starting to understand this, and you're also starting to love it, right? Like, I can't speak for nobody else, but the way oftentimes we are treated as women can make it sometimes burdensome, and sometimes tiring, and sometimes we might even be as deep as like not really wanting to do the shit no more. Like, because we love so many, we care for so many, and we get their behinds to kiss a lot of times, whether it is in our immediate circle or whether it's in the world at large. But we need to be very passionate and continue to be passionate about the initiative we are taking to reflect the mother. Okay? We need not to shy away from expressing our devotion to the creator of all things. You know, we need not to shy away from expressing her existence, expressing that we have the task of emanating her, because in us emanating her effectively, it will become very difficult for them to continue to act like she don't exist and keep harping on this lesser entity they call God the Father, who is no God at all. Okay? She has to reveal to you her masculine. If you claim to, and this is about to hit somebody, I'm telling you now, and I just got to say it. If you claim to be in a relationship with God the Father, and you did not build that relationship through your relationship with the mother, then you are in a relationship with a lesser entity who has basically tried to usurp the throne and the rights to the birthright. Because she has to reveal him to you. So if you have no foundational relationship, intimate relationship with the source, then you can best believe you're not in the relationship with the true divine feminine, the divine masculine rather. The son. Okay? She has to reveal him. This is why it's so important that we do not shy away from reflecting her. Because the more we reflect her, the more the truth of the true son, the true divine masculine can come to fruition. Right? So we have that responsibility in this dimension. You understand? So she's patting us on the back for doing a good job because we're manifesting this liberty. We're manifesting this as we reflect her. Because we were never supposed to be in shackles, in entrapments, and all in these bars with these prisons and all this weight and heaviness. That was not actually supposed to happen. Not for the divine feminines. I can't speak for the masculines, but that wasn't supposed to happen for divine feminines. Okay? That source, that power can't be shackled. Now, if we refuse to tap into that, then we can remain shackled. But when you tap into that, you can't remain shackled because there's no shackling, there's no imprisoning that. That's she's way too chaotic for that. Okay? So her chaos is designed to break down barriers, to bring peace. And peace has to be made. You remember when the scripture said, blessed is the peacemaker? You want peace, it has to be fought for. It has to be battled over. Shouldn't have to be, but it does. But that's what her peace, her chaos is for, to bring order out of it. It's not just destruction for the sake of destruction. Now, if you're in that energy, you might want to sit down and meditate a little bit. You might want to sit down and balance your energies a little bit. But this is chaos for the sake of tearing down barriers, tearing down blockages that would hinder liberation, that would hinder peace. Okay? These are storms that we operate in sometimes, but not for just destruction's sake. Right? Like, the way has to be made, the path has to be cut. There's just weeds and stuff growing up all over, and we can't see our way through the wilderness. So what do? We go in and we cut. We destroy a certain part of it to cut a path. And this is what we are doing, right? We are, through our passion, through our devotion, through our love, through our reconnection to the proper divine masculine energy, through the mother. That is what we're doing. So that others coming behind us will understand the path. So she doesn't want us to be like, oh, like, she know we see the other debauchery that's going on around here, right? Like, she understands, but she's telling us to continue to reflect her, Continue to vibrate high. Continue to sit on your throne and stand in your position. You know, when we take up no time other than to instruct you. But we're not going to take up any time about you feeling like you don't like it. Because, I mean, hell, I don't know what you want to do about that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get some things. I heard her to tell me to pull this Kali deck today. So I'm going to pull from this Kali deck and see what Kali wants to say. I'll take the first one. Let me take both. Okay, I heard you. We got Lolita out here. We got Lolita out here. Lolita Tripura Sundari. Yep, that's her whole name. Lolita Tripura Sundari. I'm going to read just a few because I have more than one card, and y'all know that this Kali deck can be very intensive. With luminous grace, she plays her ways into our hearts, softening hardness and despair, awakening the remembrance of light and love, of joy. No matter what you have experienced, your heart shall be cleansed and released from ugliness, released liberty, sorrow, and pain. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared away. Our divine sister goddess invites us to recognize her golden restorative beauty. Look at this. Golden restorative beauty shining within your heart. Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty. We're not coming down there. We're not coming back down there. All right? To be arguing and bickering and carrying on with you, because you're clearly not ready to cultivate that. You're clearly not worthy, right? Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty, for this is your essential nature. Gracefully release all else with dignity. With dignity. I'm not being facetious when I say sit on your throne and do not come off. Okay? I am so serious about that. Don't come off to be dealing down here in the muck and the mire, to be casting your pearls before swine. No. No. No, 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 no. That the time has run out for that. You understand? If they don't get in line, and whoever they is, you keep begging nobody. As you evolve, as you change, as you raising your vibration, you can't keep coming back down here trying to make somebody see you for who you are. They can't see you. You're in a whole different plane. They can't see you. And those that can, you ain't gonna have to. It'll be everybody be sitting where they supposed to sit, everybody be in position, everybody be understanding their marching orders. So there'll be no bickering, no arguing, no thinning and proving about, treat me better and treat us, and we demand respect. And I like at this point, if you're not giving the respect that's supposed to be given, then stay over there where you at. Don't come no closer, because I might be off with your head. Because when I was down there with you and everything, I was rolling around there in the hog pen with you. And now that I done got out and then went on and found my royalty and found my robes and went back to my mother's house, You understand what I'm saying? My mother's castle, my mother's mansion. Now that I'm back over here all cleaned up and stuff, I'm not coming back down there to be down, rolling down in no mud and stuff and carrying on with you. I'm not gonna do it. I got kingdoms and queendoms and stuff to lead and guide and people to see about. I'm not coming down here with you. Okay? The third of the Mahavira wisdom goddesses, Lalita Tripura Sundari, is the divine mother manifesting as light, look, playfulness, and beauty, right? In the Shakti Tantras, or scriptures of divine feminine, there are two schools. One school celebrates Kali as the primordial origin of the universe, and the other worships Lalita as such. Yet they are but two faces of the one divine mother. Okay? Lalita doesn't compete with Kali. She is her boon giving brightness. Lalita's presence in a reading is a reminder to play. Her 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 oh wait. Lalita's presence in a reading is a reminder to play or practice. Ask us to cleanse and heal our minds, so we do not become consumed or overwhelmed by the suffering or ugliness happening in the world, the chaos, the confusion, the destruction, the unnecessary chaos, right? We don't want to become consumed with that. Without denying the dark side of human nature, we can look through the inner eye to see what is happening at a spiritual level. If we look for the inner spiritual truth, we will find divine beauty. That is the courage, kindness, selflessness, generosity, love, and strength that humans develop to recondition the mind away from agony and into delight. This does not require changing the world, but rather seeing it differently. Instead of seeing humanity as victimized, weak, ego-driven, and wounded, we can affirm humanity as a collective of spiritually brave souls willing to incarnate and grow during a challenging time of spiritual obscuration on earth. There is divine beauty in such boldness of spirit. Internally, we shift from despair to awe, changing our chemistry along with our consciousness. This is what I mean about a higher vibration. You understand? You can't come down like once you raise up. And don't let the ugliness and the confusion and the dark side of humanity make you feel like you got to come down to have these little, unfruitful, irrelevant, ineffective conversations that do not lead to more liberty, to more beauty, to more goodness. That energy can't, like, mm-mm, mm-mm. As that takes place, we begin to vibrate I just said like the whole sentence right here. As that takes place, we begin to vibrate energetically at a higher frequency. Challenges are recognized as means through which blessings can be activated. The mindset of the warrior fighting against the darkness can shift into the mindset of the priestess, facilitating the increasing presence of spiritual light upon the earth. Same world, same circumstances, but different approach, interpretation, and response, which in turn leads to a different experience and future for all of us. That's why we can't be like, this is imminent as long as we hold position. So they don't have to agree nor understand. It's okay. Let the children play. Let them play. You remember a time where you was just playing and just, you know, chasing boys, carrying on, chasing behind girls, pinching them and stuff, right? You remember? So let them play. But the see, she just a little bit too. I mean, she could if she wanted to. She could go out there and get on a little basketball court and play with them children and stuff. But she's the teacher. So when I was a preacher in the church, right? There amongst leadership, there is a healthy distance that has to be had, a healthy one. Not that you above people and you lording over above people and you just, not that, but there's a healthy distance. I play with my sons, I play with them, but not all the time. Because if I'm always goofing off, I'm always vibrating where they vibrating, then when it's time for me to be mama, they gonna be thinking like they don't gotta really listen, they don't gotta listen. So there's a balance between participating in the playfulness, but understanding that you hold a particular position now. There's a maturity that comes with divine feminine. You understand? So there's a healthy distance that has to be taken. You understand? So I'm going to read and move on to Devi Makali. Let me see if there's anything else I want to read here. Yes. Tripura, the word Tripura, Lalita Tripura Sundari, translates as three cities and refers to the triple goddess, which is the true Godhead. But we'll talk about that on another day. Okay. In a reading, this oracle indicates a change so radical and profound that it is irreversible, meaning once you get there, you can't go back down there. You can't go back down there. A previous chapter of your life is truly closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration, for the intervention of Lalita in our lives brings only delight, joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You have every reason to feel hopeful, optimistic. Every reason. If you have been struggling with poverty consciousness or have lost a sense of joy, gratitude for your life path, Lalita is a portent of heart healing and restoration of grace, light, and dignity, because we are royalty. We are royalty, quite literally. We are royalty. So there's an air of dignity about us. It intimidates some. It causes some to be jealous and envious. It causes some to not like us. They don't even know why. That's okay. Let the children play. Let them play. You understand? Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna read now Devi Makali. Okay. Endlessly loving, infinitely forgiving, she will never turn away from you. No matter what you have done, no matter how many mistakes you have made, she is here for you always. Feel the safety and sanctuary of her divine hugs. Remember that pat on the back? See, this is what I was feeling. That embrace, that you're doing a good job. Keep going, right? She is your soft place to fall, and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Yeah, just said it. She's rooting us on, okay? That we're doing a good job. She knows there's a lot going on. Let her shift your experience away from endless tasks, right? And ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. There are times when we just need our mother. This is natural and necessary. However, for whatever reason, we may not be able to turn to the mother figure in our lives in our time of need. There is no need to feel deprived during such moments, for we have a divine mother who wants to help and has the endless resourcefulness to do so. The problem of receiving grace is never with the source of it, but its nature. Grace flows with generosity, so needing to earn or deserve it goes against the very nature of grace itself. However, we can struggle to be open to it and have a subconscious resistance to receiving it. Intellectually, we may know that we are worthy of being helped, and even that others will also benefit when we are flourishing, so that grace brings multiple benefits to all. Yet, we can still be more attached to the difficulty than the resolution. Why is that? We cannot underestimate the influence of belief systems created in response to childhood trauma and the impact these unchecked beliefs can have in our adult lives. The beauty is that Kali will not only help us identify where we have our blocks, she will also help liberate the soul. Liberate, liberation, okay? Manifesting liberation by providing us with a choice. We can allow her to consume those past traumas, relieving the soul of karmic burdens. Devi Ma Kali's grace is not about encouraging psychological regression or giving up the necessary learning and responsibility to grow. It is a recognition that there are times when even a mature adult just needs to feel loved, held, and appreciated, cherished, and adored. Not for the sake of boosting ego, but for replenishing the heart that wants to give and give and give. It is about withdrawing from the distractions and the battles for a time, not to escape from what you need to do, but to have the energy and clarity of mind to approach your life journey effectively. Regression is avoidance, whereas reconnecting with the childlike relationship to the divine replenishes the inner reserves so one can continue, change, approach, and gain supportive allies so that success can unfold more graciously and swiftly. The devotee of Kali Ma, a Hindu saint, taught that when a tree is young, it should be fenced all around lest it is destroyed by cattle. What does that mean for us? Positive qualities such as healthy self-esteem can be bargaining within us even when we are not fully aware of the extent of positive change that comes from the subtle inner shifts of mind, heart, and soul. Significantly, healing shifts often take place beneath conscious awareness. This is good. It prevents the sabotaging aspects of the mind from killing off that fledgling quality before it is strong enough to stand up to the patterns of the past and assert itself rather than, for example, being trampled by overly critical and shaming voices. The protection of the young tree is a symbol for taking care of that which is vulnerable until it becomes strong enough to stand on its own and fulfill its destiny. This is what a mother is meant to do for a child, and what Kali Ma does for all her children, if they will come to her. And that's what I mean about we have to come to her. We have to come to her. We cannot continue, and most of us, a lot of us are not, but we cannot even continue to deny that this is who we are devoted to. She is who we are devoted to. She is our mother. We cannot continue to vibrate under that patriarchal, misogynistic vibration of acting like she doesn't exist. And if she does exist, she's some evil, lustful, debauch, like she's just something you don't want to mess with. You don't want to have that energy around. We can't keep allowing that, because they have created all of these texts. Every text that post dates the Sumerian is written under misogyny. That includes your Egyptian. If you read it, you'll see it. Right? The further back you go, historically, they honored the mother as God. And all of those people who were in relationship with the mother as God, they turned those into pagan cults, evil, demonic, and dark, and don't touch, don't taste, don't handle. Stay away from that. So that they could resurrect their patriarchal God. Right? We cannot keep not speaking about the fact that the mother is the source of all creation. That she is the head, the tail, the in-between. We have to call upon her as her reflections, because as her reflections, we have the task of evolving humanity and the vibration of the planet. The vibration of the dimension itself. And that is a very important task, because we are sitting in the womb of the mother dimensionally, which means that we're sitting in the root chakra. So the divine feminine energy in this dimension would be that serpent that is coiled at the bottom of the root chakra. We are that serpent. If we don't uncoil, then every other dimension above us so we have an important task, which is why we can't be down here, you know, playing around with the children who still want to holler about what roles a woman's supposed to play, and what makes a good woman and what don't, and what you gonna bring to the table, and that like, huh? Child, what? I don't have no time to be talking about no tables. I don't have any time to be talking about no tables with you. Right? That's down there with the little people. I'm come on up, come on up. Now what you can do is come on up, but I can't come back down there. And you're welcome to come on up, but I can't come back down there. Come on, no damn tables. Um, this particular form of Kali is without the association of battles and war, with which she is more commonly connected. Instead, she is the divine mother holding your being in her arms, in a quiet and peaceful nursery of the soul, rocking you back and forth with a gently sweet lullaby upon her lips. Okay? So, again, beautiful deck. If you don't have it, get it. Even if you're not a card reader, you'll love the book for sure. Okay? Let's get some affirmations out here, and then we're going to wrap this session up. I hope that I have effectively, Mother, spoken what you would have me to say to my God sisters. I hope that um, it will encourage, enlighten, and strengthen them to continue to reflect you. Continue to reflect you. Let's get an affirmation. I am. Two I ams. Two, listen to me here. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to get all loud and everything. But look, I am. I am. Yeah, we're going to talk about one day in a good lesson who the real I am is. I am. And what does it say? I am the dark. I am the light. I am the silence. I am the noise. I am the sky. I am the earth. I am the moon. I am the sun. I am the joy. And I am the pain. Now, you could pick which one of them you want to see. But just understand that I am all of it. You want a little joy, you want a little pain. Joy and pain. Which one you want? Sunshine. And you want a little sunshine, you want a little rain. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? Right? Because I am all of it. So this is why those conversations about what it is and what it ain't no longer serves us. That doesn't serve, because we need to understand that we are all of it. So based on where where you're having to vibrate is the experience the reality is going to get of you. Okay? You are all of it, which is what makes you whole. Knowing that we are all of it is what makes us whole. When you let the world tell you that you can't do this and you're not supposed to do this and you're a woman, you ain't supposed to wear that and you should take that wig off and you should not wear that and you take them, when you can't let the children dictate to you what you're supposed to be. Like it's like the conversation is redundant. You don't have any like boxes you can place me in that's big enough because I'm a divine feminine. Your boxes are not big enough. Write yourself a love letter. It doesn't have to be super long or mushy. It could even just be a bullet point list. What is most important is you seeing how much love you have for yourself right now. Okay? And the mantra is simply I am. I am. So in your private times, in your meditation times, let us begin to just recite that. I am. And you can fill in the blank. Or you could just stop at I am. I am. Right? That is the mantra. And the second card is saying, I am what? I am worthy. I am worthy. I was born worthy of all my desires. I know my dream is meant for me because it is my vision, my dream. It is in my DNA. The I am is in your DNA, which is why it cannot be argued or debated. Divine feminine. The mother is a DNA. This is down to the molecular makeup of you, the genetic coding of you. So what are we talking about now? Tables and stuff. We talking about what we bring to the table and what we talk about. What you say? Oh child. I don't know what you're talking about. And just leave it. I don't know what you're talking about, but did you want to know what I'm talking about? Because I can instruct you to help you understand about tables. If you want to talk about tables. But I'm not gonna have you questioning me about said tables. See, that's that, because it gets to the point to where it's like if we continue to just come down here and be dancing all in the confusion with everybody else, dancing in all of this unorderly chaos, this chaos for no reason, is not being fruitful, is not bringing forth anything else other than more chaos. Then who will be the ones to begin to construct order? Who will be the ones to make peace out of this? Right? So it's not a it's not a flippant thing, like you just giving people the finger, like saying, yo, fuck you, unless that's necessary, right? Because sometimes that's what's needed. Let's just be honest. Like sometimes it's just what's needed. Like, yo, bruh, like, yo, yo, fuck you, nigga. What you talking about? But this is I gracefully bow out of that energy, because it is now, from my perspective, from where I'm sitting, it is now beneath me. I have my marching orders, and my marching orders is to reflect the mother. My marching orders is to call upon the mother. My marching orders is to understand myself as the direct emanation of her. It is too important of a task that I have. If you don't understand the benefit that you're going to receive, then that's not my job. My job is to do it. My job is to comfort, to nurture, to guide, to instruct, to lead, to teach my children, my husbands, my wife, my whoever, right? Including myself. I receive my instructions from God the Mother. I am God the daughter. So I hear her giving us a big push. I see and feel a big hug from her today, and an encouragement to keep going, to continue to be hopeful, to continue to vibrate optimism for your own lives and for the vibration of this dimension as a whole. For the people you love, continue to be optimistic. Okay? Well, my sisters, I am greatly enjoyed this reading. This is a beautiful read. I want you to hit the like button, okay? If you've gotten to this point in the video, please hit the like button for me. That means a lot to me, and it's a beautiful exchange of energy. You will hit the like button. Also, if you will subscribe to the channel, if you have not, this is your first video, your first time tapping in with us, please come back and join us again. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm back, and I will see you guys next session. All right, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wonderful evening, whichever time you're watching this, and I love you guys. Okay, all right, peace.